Ha guys, this is YOLO and today we're gonna give enemies extra items and add 2 more inventory slots, so let's get started. The first thing that I'm gonna do is to give enemies extra items. The extra items that I'm gonna give my enemies is the candy bar and soda. I'm giving a random chance that the enemies will spawn with either a candy bar or soda and most likely no extra items. I'm making a script where there is a 50-50 chance that the enemy would spawn with an extra item like the candy bar or soda or no extra items at all. I'm moving that script to the enemy spawn script. Now let's enable these scripts. After I enable these scripts, I'm going to test to see if the enemies have extra items. As you can see when I test it out, some enemies spawn in with a candy bar in their extra inventory slot, while some enemies also spawn in with a soda in their extra inventory slot as well. So my script on enemies spawning in with extra items is now finished. Now I'm working on adding 2 inventory slots to my game. Right now I'm currently drawing the sprites of the 9th and 10th inventory slots. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is to start scripting on the extra 2 slots. What I'm scripting right now is that the player can now collect items to their 9th and 10th inventory slots. And I'm making a script that the 9th and 10th inventory slot can be selected. I'm scripting the 9th and 10th slot to be selected by clicking on it or hotkey like the other 8 inventory slots. I'm gonna make a script for the item in the 9th and 10th slot to also be dropped by backspace. I'm making the items like the candy bar and soda to be functional in the 9th and 10th inventory slots. Now let's test out the script for the 9th and 10th inventory slots. The first thing that I'm gonna do is to start collecting items. As you can see, the items can be collected into the 9th and 10th inventory slots. Oh no, looks like there is a bug for the 10th inventory slot. Let's fix the bug for the 10th inventory slot. I'm making the restriction that the maximum amount of items to be collected is 10. What I'm going right now is making a script for the item to go into a more proper place for the 10th inventory slot. So whenever I have 9 items and I collect the 10th item, it will be moved to an actual 10th slot. Now let's test out to see if the 10th inventory slot's bug is fixed. I'm gonna collect some items first. Alright, now I have 10 items in my inventory. Looks like the 10th inventory slot's bug still isn't fixed. Let's fix it again. I'm gonna rewrite the script again to make sure the 10th item actually goes to the 10th inventory slot when collected. Now let's test it again. Finally the bug for the 10th inventory slot has been fixed, but there's another bug which is that the player isn't holding an item. The 9th and 10th inventory slot has been selected. Let's fix that bug. Now let's test it again, and as you can see the bug is now fixed since the player can hold the item in the 9th and 10th inventory slot. But now there is another bug. When the player drops an item and recollects it, the player is not holding the recollected item when selected. Now let's fix that bug so the player could hold the recollected item when selected. I'm gonna re-script the script for the bat. Now I'm gonna re-script the script for the crowbar. Now the hunting knife. And finally the tactical knife. Now let's adjust the restrictions to prevent further bugs. Now let's test it to see if the bug is fixed. The first thing I'm gonna do is to get items. I'm trying to get all 10 items to test to see if the bug has been fixed. Looks like the bug still hasn't been fixed yet. I'm gonna fix the bug that the 9th and 10th items would be in the proper 9th and 10th slot when recollected. Now it's time to test it out and collect some items. The bug has partly been fixed as the 9th and 10th items is in the proper slot when recollected, but you cannot select it. Now I'm gonna fix the bug for 9th and 10th item to be selected when recollected. Now let's test it out again and collect items first. The bug is now fixed, so the player can now select the 9th and 10th items in the slots that is recollected. Now let's do some final adjustments for the candy bar item to be used in the 9th and 10th slots. Now let's also do final adjustments for the soda item to be used in the 9th and 10th slots. Now the 9th and 10th extra inventory slots has been finally finished scripting. That is all for today. Goodbye guys.